Hi everyone, it's Koget here with another cast, and this time we are continuing with matchup called Terran vs Protoss, and also continuing with my latest favorite player, Speed here. But let's start with introducing what do we have here. So map is Dominator. In teal, Protoss player, top of the ladder, we have Naughty. Not sure, I think it's an amateur Protoss, but I'm not 100% sure. He's starting in 3 o'clock. And in blue, we have Speed, aka Sexy. So, the previous game I casted versus Rain, that ended rather abruptly. It was a pretty hectic, aggressive game, non-stop action really. Very curious to see what Speed is gonna do on Dominator. The map may be okay for a 2-fact, but overall not that easy to pull out aggressive timings. Simple reason, a lot of high ground, also some potential for Protoss to put pressure on Terran early in the game because of this reverse ramps. That always poses a question. If Zillow arrives, how do you handle this? So maybe we don't see the same opening this game from Speed. So far normal, 12 gas from Terran. Protoss finishing the gateway. The gas though is a little bit late, we have 13 gas, probably indicating faster Nexus play. With possibility of a Zealot, but that's not what Nod is going for. He's going for a very quick cybernetic core. He will scout now with a pro and probably will make a decision if he wants to put a Nexus before the Goon or after a Goon. Or I think maybe after one Goon or more. And we see both players will meet each other here. Say in the center of the map. But actually Naughty, changing his mind, he realizes that CV was a little bit off. No, is that gonna be an instant proxy? Interesting scouting pattern. He changed it, but I think he changed his mind after a second. Maybe a misclick. So, Speed getting a full scout. Cut the SCVs from gas. Getting his factory and probably a free marine. Very nice micro by pros. Don't lose that as then probe. Got 10 HP from marine. Ever so weaker, 3 shoots from a goon would be enough to kill it now, so relevant damage on that probe. And only 2 marines after realizing that, hey wait, you know what? You're probably gonna put a Nexus anyway after the first goon, so nice, 3-10 Nexus. And skipping on that 3rd marine, seeing no Zealot from Protoss, so absolutely affordable for Terran to not go for that instant 3rd marine. But added later, or a bunker, is what Speed is deciding to do. So 2 marine bunker upon realizing no Zealot pressure, confirmed, fast Nexus here. And a quick add-on. So shifting things up a little bit, latest meta has showed us Terrans like playing Quick Vulture, put some pressure on Protoss, maybe make sure that that first gun or second gun stays at home. Speed, changing things up, going for a tank. So recognizing range is probably being done. Nexus is rather fast, sorry. Sitting comfortably on 2 marines, he can go greedy here. He doesn't have to pulse almost any SCVs with this build order. He didn't have to skip his... he could have delayed his depot a lot because he was making an add-on. So everything very smooth from Speed. Adding a 3rd marine here, both good for defense, but also possibly a quick timing if a 2nd factor would be added. But I don't think that's what Speed is going for. He seems to be going for some kind of a mid-game play here, whatever that's gonna be. 3 marines and a tank will hold initial gun aggression without investing in siege mode, and we will still have mines and a machine shop from Speed, making sure these mines are planted either for DT or for scouting. Very important not to be too passive as Terran. Now Naughty he has his robotics going up. Second gateway as well, so he's catching up on the army count. He doesn't know what speed did in this game. He's seen a quick tank. That could be an indicator for aggression. I don't think that's what speed is doing. Probably he's gonna go back after here. This is just to clear goons maybe from this high ground to allow this vulture to plant mines as close to progress as possible. Now look at this. This vulture planted some mines here, also dragging the vultures away. This will enable this vulture to plant mines, and this could actually become a pretty nice aggressive formation. He will mine from top, making sure that the goons cannot easily return. There's another mine here. Ooh, huge connection. Killing a goon in the process, and out of nowhere, Speed again is producing these aggressive opportunities. Now what was looking like an absolutely no, this mine. I'm a little bit speechless, guys. This looked like nothing from Speed. Protoss had 5 goons, yet this one vulture dragging out these 2 goons allowed for this free marine tank vulture army to plant some mines and zone the goons and get some free kills on pros. But this tank is gonna get caught. He's not gonna get this goon, so ultimately Nori with some minor compensation. But look at this position. Terran already up on supply because of this probes exploding, and maybe Nori also a little bit panicking, not being able to produce probes non-stop. We have Observer that is finally gonna clean this mines that got planted here. But what an opening from Speed. Super aggressive, hyper aggressive, super modern as well. Opting to open with a tank, but a quick follow-up. By 2 vultures, making sure that Protoss bites on that vulture here, and then following up with free marine tank. Very innovative, very, very effective. Right, we have 2 factories. Tanks are being produced. This is gonna be a 3rd tank produced. 1 died. Submarines are being remade to Speed, respecting that Protoss could have went for a fast river or similar. He added turrets, planted mines nicely in his main base, getting ready to probably add more factories. And 3 vultures with Speed roaming around the map, not only planting mines, but looking anytime a mine explodes. Speed is gonna look for an opportunity to snipe a probe. Oh, not getting in this time. We know he likes those risky moves. Remember that from the Rain game. Still looking for an opportunity, finding those little weaknesses in Protoss position and immediately trying to capitalize on any mistake that Nori could do. 3rd Nexus, not too early, normal for Nexus. After making sure that the tech is set up, we have a Reaver being built. I'm not sure if a shuttle is already out. There is a shuttle here. That makes sense, of course. And the 4 gateway follow-up, which seems to be very meta game, with Terrans going for this big 5-6 factory pushes. As soon as you put your 3rd base, you need to ramp up your production quickly and probably keep on making Reavers and keep on making gateway army. We also have, I actually don't know where it is. Here it is. Speed upgrade for the shuttle, so we'll have some speed shuttle Reaver play with mass gateway units. And it seems that that's what we're getting into. Speed committed to his 5 factory push. I don't see sign of any other tech. No starport. Securing a turret ring. This is needed in current meta as well. Otherwise, any kind of aggressive move out will be addressed with a backstop by 1 or 2 shuttles. And let's see how this works. Seeing 1 turret backs off, but we know there is an opportunity to do some harassment. Nori not willing to even try. He's gonna try from a natural expansion, or he's just gonna put a river in front. We know there is a barrack here. Well, actually, this area is exposed. Oh, what a random turret! Getting so much HP out of that shuttle. No one would expect that one. We have some vultures coming in here, getting 1 probe. 2 probes are dying. 3 probes are dying. Nice harassment for Speed. 3 vultures for 2 vultures for 3 probes is good trade for Terran, as I see it, especially after they planted this nice mines around the map, giving Terran some long-term vision. Seems that Nori didn't try to get any damage done in his natural, going back to pick up a 2nd Reaver, and also getting speed upgrade for the Zealots, really gearing up for this big push from Speed coming in. And we see this is starting now. 10-minute mark, clearing up the Observer. Seems it will be an expansion though, which of course is always an option. We can go for a timing or an expansion, although with 5 factories instead of 6, probably more inclined to expand than to push, as we know this is not maximum that Terran can make out of this position. More vultures sniping the probes. Look at this. 2, 3 probes, 4 probes are dying. 5th probe maybe? 5 probes dead here. So excellent job by Speed, putting pressure, harassing Protoss mineral line, and we have 57 to 52 SCVs, but we have to remember this is free base economy for Protoss. Okay, first 4 Zealots coming in. They're gonna clear some of these mines. They're gonna kill a turret. The Reavers back off, realizing there is a tank. There's a Goliath, most importantly. And 3 Vultures. Not much Protoss can do. He risked it. It sadly didn't pay off. Protoss in slight supply advantage. Well, it just exploded. He was like 10 supply up. Now he's 20 supply up after ordering a round of production. Looking for these observers here. It seems the game will stabilize, but look at that shuttle. A turret is here again. It will kill... Okay, he's gonna start with a depot, but he's probably gonna retarget to a turret. The Reavers seem to be bugging a little bit. How is Speed gonna address it? Whole army is coming back. The turret is gonna die. We'll open up that base a little bit for harassment. Oh, careful not to lose this Reaver. With all the army back here, I don't think there's much more Nodi can do. But some pressure on Terran again. He has to rebuild the turret. He has to reposition his army. It always costs some actions. Now, what's the plan from Protoss? We have a 4th base already being ready. Very important, as we know that Terran went into this 3-base setup. Still 5 factories. Where's the starport? Starport is here. Armory upgrade almost done. Wonder if we will see a double armory out of Speed, or it's gonna keep 1 armory. Some vultures keep on putting pressure. We have a double shuttle going from top of the map, and the random Goliath intercepting it. I don't know how Speed is doing this. It must be multiple mines on the map that provide him vision to do this little tactical shots with a Goliath, making sure to bruise the shuttle before it gets to Terran's position. Now, sniping 1 High Templar, vultures really show strength in Speed hands. He's able to always consistently have 2, 3, 4 vultures on the map, snipe some probes, snipe a High Templar, finding great use out of those. As soon as they plant mines, he looks for an opportunity. Here at the production ready point, maybe at the 3rd base, maybe at the 4th base. Another round of vultures are coming, but we have a big drop from Protoss. 4 Zealots, 2 Reavers. The Scarab is gonna die, but we know this expansion can be let exposed. Double armory, getting back to my point from earlier, and this reverse drop. The SCVs are a little bit late, getting 3 SCVs, essentially 4 SCVs and a turret, but now he has to be careful. The Reavers are exposed. I don't think this shuttle can escape from here. This will be a difficult one, but he can still try to kill some of these tanks. 1 tank is gonna get down, and look at this position. There is a tank here, but the Reaver is gonna drop. Can he get any more kills? This looks like a scary Scar, but I think he pulled the right SCVs. A lot of chaos put into the game. Very hard for Terran to manage, but ultimately he will hold it. Although look at this, not making the upgrades, getting a little bit chaotic with his army. Now he's loading a dropship to follow up. I don't know if he finds this APM. Oh, I know why. He's keeping 350 or even 400 on the clock, but killing this shuttle. This is of course an empty one. Another Reaver shuttle waiting for the right moment to maybe land it somewhere in the natural or in the main base. More vultures, more harassment. Protoss is finally thinking about regaining some of that map control. It is important to clear these mines. I mean, if Terran when Terran sees the whole map, by the way, with the Wraith killing that Reaver in the corner, if Terran consistently has mines around the map, it's so much easier for Terran player to play it. Spots the shuttles, understands when Protoss army is able to put his army in the right position every time Protoss would like to attack. Now we have this cute dropship from Terran, tank and 2 vultures, getting few probes over here, getting some damage and a small pull. Not so much in terms of value, but pulled back whole Protoss army to the main base, had to react to it. again, distracted some of the build order from Naughty. Maybe he forgot to build some army. There is some value in doing this, even if you don't get it in mineral terms. Now, Terran quite nicely going into 4-base economy. We have both of these armories almost halfway in upgrades. Both players approaching 200, so it seems that Protoss is gonna be considering a bust here. Multiple vultures getting to the expansion on top of the map. They will not be able to clear this cannon, so you could call this a victory for Protoss, but look at this, a big engagement, multiple High Templars being dropped. He's storming the tanks, he's clearing the mines. I don't think he can break Terran here, but he may be able to get a cancel on this command center. That will significantly delay Terran's 4th base. He's not gonna commit the guns, he wants to make sure that his army is intact, also at the same time microing the units at the top of the map. But this fight is not yet over. Speed is moving some tanks to clear this, but Naughty has not stopped it yet. He's still in a position to harvest this command center. Speed needs to reposition the tanks. He's rebuilding it right now, so seems we're back to around 130, 150 supply, where both players will try to macro up and go back to basically expansion harassment mode before being able to engage each other again. Two groups of goons, some zealots are joining. There is some backstab from vultures planting mine behind the guns, also sniping a High Templar, but Naughty is still trying to push here. He has got one storm on a High Templar, but there are 3 more High Templars coming in, so he will be able to yet again damage these tanks. The goons are a little bit low, the vultures are coming, so Protoss definitely overextending at this moment slightly. His army was not that big, and now he has to be careful. The mines planted by the vulture, but good reaction. The observer is here. He will be able to go back. Well, summarizing all these engagements, it seems it goes into Speed's favor. He still maintains very good map presence, map control. He is actually expanding, adding his 5th base. Didn't manage to intercept these probes that just got here, so that's good for Protoss, but still finding damage in the 3rd base. And it does slowly feel like Naughty is running out of ideas. His build has been distracted very heavily by constant runs of harassment, but look at this, another High Templar attack. The SCVs is being pulled, the tanks are well distributed here. I don't think again Naughty can do much damage. He managed to kill some SCVs, he managed to bruise these tanks, but overall his army is too small to continue, and actually Speed very confidently now moving up at this pistol slice on Dominator, pushing out the Protoss, securing the side ground so there are no ambushes with High Templars hitting his mineral line, creating a fully secure position here, not allowing Protoss to further put pressure. Some mines, this mine seems to be reappearing out of thin air. Every time a couple of vultures run out on the map, Speed finds time to plant some mines and use them to kill a High Templar, kill 1 or 2 probes. You can see 3 or 4 vultures non-stop covering the area. I mean, even when you look at this mines, look at this mines, all the expansions at the top, everything is covered with mines. I mean, this guy playing with 400 APM, we can really see it on the map. Now Naughty finally trying to clean this up a little bit. He's got a probe here, trying to expand, probably will be contested by a group of vultures very soon, or just even a bigger army than a couple of vultures. Not sure if this is for defense, but probably just clearing observer and maybe getting ready for an attack, or just holding one of those pizza slices to defend his base. I mean, I don't think any Protoss knows about this, but look, some mines everywhere, clearing the observers, giving Speed comfort of reacting to any Protoss move before Protoss is able to move his whole army. He sees when his army is and mirrors Protoss movements with, I mean, a bunch of tanks, a bunch of Goliaths. This observer though, sneaky, was not spotted, but Speed will provide some of that very key vision for Protoss, and that's exactly what he's doing. He knows that Terran army is here, and now this is double shuttle. Almost whole Protoss army is here. This is not that many units from Speed. He needs to be careful. Snipes! Zealot shuttle immediately. High Templars are unloading. These tanks are very clamped. Great EMP, getting all the energy out of these 2 High Templars, but there's more. A very good storm by Naughty, killing a group of tanks. but we need to see this Goose joining the army. His army is a little bit too split to fight even a chunk of Terra's army, but now when the Goons are gonna go, and with the high ground advantage, and with additional Storm or even 2, Protoss is actually gonna take a great fight right here, getting in a nice supply lead, running some bank to rebuild his army, getting a 6 expansion as well. It seems that in all this chaos, Nori somehow manages to get some control of this game, although supply might be telling a little bit of a difference. It's hard to contest speed. Mines are everywhere. These 4 vultures, I mean, it's even hard to count how many of groups of 4 vultures we've seen already. This base must have been harassed. I mean, look at this. It's 20 minutes and these minerals are still at 500. That just shows how badly saturated this base is because of non-stop pressure from speed. And not only we have speed constantly harassing, clearing the observers, putting pressure, but just basically macroing like a god. Adding another command center here. This is base number 6 for Terra. What a guy. Turrets added, mines everywhere, couple tanks here. Really hard to find an opening for Nori. I mean, he's gonna try bomb the Zealots onto the mines to open it up, but we need another shuttle with High Templars. He might be able to kill the first wave of tanks here. Very nice connections, but I don't think it's enough. Sexy is making sure to cover this base, coming back with a bunch of tanks, more reinforcements, more Zealots are being sent by Nori, but we're missing this crucial High Templars shuttle. I don't know where it is, if it's anywhere. The High Templars are here. If he had 4 High Templars with Storm, he could have easily damaged these tanks coming from 12 o'clock. They were nicely clumped together, but sadly only Goon Zealot, so not able to basically keep up, it looks like this. Some Dark Templars, they will try to harass one of these bases, but speed is more than ready. Multiple turrets, vultures will quickly go back to this base, and another attempt by Nori to attack the 3rd base of Terran. Terran is a little bit spread out, but again, we're missing that critical mass of Protoss to be able to do damage. The Templars are lagging a little bit behind, but they will be able to throw the storms. This tank is gonna die, this tank is gonna die as well. Nice storms. Maybe he can also get something on the SCVs. No, decides to go for the tanks. Kills almost all the tanks, but the picture looks rather grim for our Protoss player. It is 124 supply versus 167. The 6th base of Protoss, it never started mining. Multiple tanks, 9 tanks by speed are sent here. The Dark Templars, the 3 Dark Templars, the 1+2 extra, were able to do some damage on the SCVs, but seems that speed is stabilized very well. Also rebuilding his economy, opening some extra paths for his army. I'm not sure what Nori should do. I think he should expand over here. We have another nice harassment drop, but the SCVs, wait, where did they disappear? I don't even know where are they. I mean, I thought I think he must have preemptively pulled them back, recognizing that this shuttle drop was coming, so there was nothing even to drop to for Protoss. We see another good 2.5 groups of army coming here for Protoss. Well, maybe 2 groups of army, but not only this becomes a foothold, I should say, for big DD, killing a lot of these vultures. Great trade for Nori, but I was to say, this is not just a foothold for defense, but also for attack. So Nori going all in on this. Great storm, hitting a lot of these tanks, getting the high ground advantage as well, but there's just not enough. Protoss, it seems that speed might have done it, getting full map control with this base over here. Now all these bases in the top right corner of the map are basically under constant pressure. Speed is taking complete map control, and we have Nori throwing in GG, throwing in the towel on Dominator, and wow, what a game again from Speed, maintaining non-stop aggression, non-stop harassment. These vultures always planting mines, always looking for some places to hit in any point, and every time Protoss opened a new expansion or showed a new place where he could have harassed, Speed was there just a minute later with his vulture. And at the same time, Why doing all the harassment? Perfect, perfect economy. Multiple bases. Look at this, it's minute 24. Only now we're mining out some of this remaining natural expansion minerals, showing how well Speed managed his SCVs, his economy, not oversaturating these old bases, moving SCVs to the newer bases. 57 SCVs, 25 minutes after all the harassment is absolutely great. As well as free upgrades, of course, for a while now. Well, good game, and see you next time.